Good morning, everybody who's been watching my videos. I apologize, it's been a long time. I've had a lot of good things happen in my personal life, and I just, like I said, it's winter here in Wisconsin. We're almost done. This weekend is Easter weekend, but it's really still cold outside. So I haven't really started any of our big projects yet because we're waiting for the ground to thaw or get dried out. We also have to wait for road limits to get off before we can pour concrete. The new machines I want to get put in need to wait till the concrete gets put in. So we are just kind of a little bit at a standstill or a lull. In a couple weeks, once we get some of those projects going, it's going to be a lot more hectic. There'll be a lot more stuff to video. Like I said, I don't want to be like boring videos. I want to make them kind of fun. So that's kind of where we're at. Because also, once we start moving equipment in, we got wiring to do. We have all the cleaning up the machines, because a lot of these machines have been in storage for 15 plus years, some even long, some 20 years. We got to get all the rust off them. We got to oil them, grease them, change all the fluids on them, change seals possibly, make sure they're wired in properly, make sure the motors work. So I'll take a lot more videos of us doing that because I think that's interesting to people. Plus, when I've watched YouTube, I don't see a lot of videos of old equipment. A lot of our equipment is from the 70s, 60s, 80s. We have maybe a couple pieces from the 90s and 2000s, but most of our stuff is really, really older equipment, which I like. It's hard to get parts for the stuff because most companies are out of business, but they run. I mean, you set them up and they run like champs. I mean, they just run and run and run. So I really, really like the hardiness. Plus, I think it's kind of interesting once we get bigger and larger. I really always wanted to paint everything like a certain color so the shop matches. I really don't like what you guys see. I really want a professional wood shop. I want a shop that when people watch the video, like, oh, wow, he has a really old machine, but he takes care of it and it runs and it does what it's supposed to. And I kind of want to keep it for his story, even if I don't make as much money on it because it runs a little bit slower than a brand new one. I think it's just neat to have the old stuff because there isn't a lot of old wood shops that use this equipment anymore. So I think that'll be interesting for people. My long-term goal is to eventually put cameras on all the major equipment in our wood shop. So, when you go to our website and buy our products, you could say, you can hit the watch your product being made now. Because I think that'd be something that people are interested in, to see all the work and the people and the skills it takes to make what I'm going to show you here in the next couple minutes. Because today I'm going to finally review what we're doing for our Kickstarter. I made notes today a little bit. I'm trying not to say like and as much. Trying to make my videos look a little bit more professional. Hopefully this lighting is good. Right now it doesn't look good on my end, but I guess when I review it, I'll say, hey, it was pretty good. The first thing I wanted to go over was just my private life. Like I said, I am married, have 4 beautiful children. I live in my hometown where I grew up. It's the same place as our company, so it's not hard to track me down. I live in Mosinee, Wisconsin. I just graduated from college, UWSP, like 2 years ago, and I had an early childhood license to teach like kindergarten, first grade. I wasn't having a great success finding a full-time job, but I ended up getting some long-term subbing positions, which were a great experience. And I love teaching little kids, love it to death. I miss I call them littles. I miss them very, very much. But about 6 months ago, about 3 months ago, I landed a job in the middle school, and I teach 4th through 8th grade STEM, computers, typing, stuff like that. I'm not a liar. I'm not very good at lying, so maybe I shouldn't always tell the truth like I do. But I didn't know a lot. I had to watch tons of YouTube videos, learn, go through what the students were learning. I mean, I've been in my classroom till 5 o'clock almost every night for the last umpteen months because I really want to be the best teacher I can be. And I found out I really, really, really enjoy it. I didn't think I'd like the age group because I always thought they were going to be sassy and disrespectful and stuff like that. And most of the kids are really good kids. I mean, I got a couple rough ones, but I hate to say it, when I see them, I see myself because I was not a good student. I was not at all, Okay, so I started teaching this STEM job, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I ended up applying for it, and now the school district has hired me on basically for the rest of my life, as long as I'm a good teacher, which, I mean, I don't want to toot my horn, but I think I'm pretty good. I think some students like me. So, like I said, I really enjoy my job very much. I do have to go to some extra schooling to get the proper licensing because now I'll be teaching high school, some tech classes in high school too, which, hey, I'm perfect at that kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff. I mean, manufacturing is really my first love. So, like I said, I'm very, very excited. So, like I said, my personal life has been going really, really good. Just really, really busy. Like I said, there's so much I don't know. I'm learning. I'm trying to fix things, get my classroom still cleaned up, and I bought a 3D printer to kind of play with that, so I can get my kids excited about technology. It's so super busy. I mean, doing a typing program. Like I don't know very much about typing, but I'm learning a ton about typing because I really want my students to be good typers. Because I know how important skills like that are for their future. Because my goal as a teacher is really to make sure that my students have a way better life than I do. I really hope they have an awesome life, and any skills I can give them to make them better humans is really what I'm after. So, like I said, my personal life is going great. The next thing I kind of wanted to talk about is I know that the Ukraine war is going on, and that's a really big deal. I've talked with my students about it. They were really, really talkative, especially when it first started. I haven't talked about it much lately, and I really, really feel bad. I mean, as much as I don't want to make my business a political entity, I have my own beliefs, and other people have their beliefs, and it is what it is in America. I mean, I wish we weren't so divided all the time, but like I said, I really, really feel bad for the people of Ukraine, mainly because I feel like our government has dropped the ball. I feel bad for the Russian people too, because they got a crazy guy in charge. But hey, I mean, I guess it's nothing I can do about any of this, but I just feel bad that we left people that want to fight for freedom, and we just left them. And I know as Americans, I'm not a veteran, but a lot of my friends are veterans. My wife, my father, my brother. I mean, like I said, many of my friends, and they've been in combat and stuff like that. And it's easy for me to say I don't want to risk American lives for something that's nothing. But when countries want to be free, I think it is our duty as a country to step up and help those people. I don't know. It's just my feeling on it. I know this is going to probably date this video now, but I just, like I said, really, really upsetting. And I know we should be turning the commenting on this time. So if people do have, please, nice, polite comments. This isn't an argument. I don't know everything. I mean, trust me, my wife will tell you that when she finally decides she wants to be on camera. But like I said, it frustrates me. I do watch some of the videos at night, and it's just amazing that humans can do that to each other, and we just let it happen, and nobody steps in and does anything. And I think it's sad, and just something sad that I was thinking about, and I did want to put on video. Like I said, today I'm going to definitely show you guys our Kickstarter. I mean, this has been a project that's been in the works for 20 some years. So I know if anything, people are like, wow, it takes you a long time to get things done. Or they could say, wow, at least this guy is crazy and he stuck to his dream. I've always dreamed about having a successful wood shop with 25, 50 employees. I just happened to come from a family that used to have a crib company in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. I mean, before my time, I was already, I was barely born when my grandparents had got right into the place. But in their heyday, they were a big name company, Lullaby Manufacturing. They made high-end cribs. I mean, very successful in the sales world, just that like all companies that become old, they have internal problems, with families not getting along and stuff like that. So I've always had the love for woodworking. My father's we've always had a wood shop. We've always done something with wood. So I've always loved it. And like I said, about 15 years ago, I had this opportunity to buy this toy company out. They made wooden toys. And it's not the company that my name is. American Toy and Furniture was originally a Hortonville company that I worked for in the 90s. And my dad was part owner of that for just a little bit, but there was internal problems there too. Also, toy industry was really weird back then. You had to give like all your buyers 90 days on receipt, invoicing, and for every dollar you sold in the toy industry, you had to have 50 cents in the bank, and 90% of your toys were all sold around Christmas. And I mean, it's still that way for Christmas, but the toy industry is way different. Now there's not nearly as many players either. Back when I worked in the 90s, there was 1,000 large chain stores you could sell to. I had 5 stores or more. Now I think it's down to 25. I mean, it's really a different world, now with the internet, which really changes everything. It lets little companies like myself really, really have a lot more power in the industry, which is really, really awesome. Like I said, the other big change was the fact that we brought partners on that now know how to do the marketing and build the beautiful website, which we have if you've had time to check it out. We also are putting on archives in our website where you can look up the old catalogs from American Toy and Furniture out of Hortonville. We're American Toy and Furniture. Well, basically I got the name because it's been defunct for such a long time. Legally, I could take it. So, like I said, on to that. Like I said, we've been designing this product for about, I don't know, 5-10 years. Like I said, I finally got the equipment, I got the building, I got the know-how, I got everything I really need except for the last, I'm looking for $60,000, and it seems like a lot. I mean, it is a lot of money, $60,000. I don't know why I said seems, but it is really a lot of money. But it's really the last final push to pour some concrete pads, get the insulation in the ceilings, get the electricians over here to wire all the equipment in, because we have the equipment. It just needs to be wired in, and it all costs a lot of money. Like I said, our goal is to sell at least 1,400 units, and that reaches around 60,000. We do have a couple tiers. We have an assembled one that's made out of solid walnut that we would sell. And basically we have a cutting board for a lower tier. And then if you just donate $5, like I said, I will get way better at this video making and make sure I get one released once a week, because there's a lot more going on this summer. This summer is going to be interesting. I'll give you a tour of the outside of the facilities, more inside. We'll take some walls off so we have better lights. You guys can see the mess we're starting with. So as we progress and improve, people are going to be like, holy smokes, this guy started like that. I mean, I wish I'd had pictures of, I'd probably do some of like our original shop was 800 square feet. I mean, who would know that I'm now in 5,000, almost 11,000 square feet. So like I said, we have definitely improved. Now, this is the product that we've been working on for the last couple years. It's called the 2-in-1 doll crib. It's basically a nice 23-inch long doll crib for full-size dolls. You can either put the rockers on the bottom so it rocks, or you could take them off if you want it. Now, this is the one that we're selling to start out with as a kit. We will be sending all the parts to the people. All the parts will be all drilled. All the hardware will be a little bottle of glue, some rubber bands just in case you have to clamp them together and let them dry overnight. And then your family and you guys could paint it whatever color you want and stuff like that. I think it's going to be really something interesting that families can enjoy, because it's something that they could do together. And like I said, we built the kit about 10 times now, 10 different units. We go together very well. Now, this is a prototype, so there's still a little bit of things off on it. Our finished ones will definitely be better quality than this, because like I said, we'll be actually running them on full production equipment, where right now I am just running this on, I'm trying to learn how to use the gimbal. We are just running this basically mostly by hand, because we don't have the big equipment set up yet. So it is something that we're really going to do. Like I said, if we hit a certain mark in our Kickstarter, we can assemble them and dip them and finish them. They do come KD'd. So basically these sides come off in the box and the bottom comes off and you put the screws. So if we did have full assembled ones for sale that are dipped and colors, when we can do 7 different colors of and stains, then maybe we'll do that. But we'd have to hit like over 150,000 to really take those kind of orders, because a chain conveyor, super expensive. We own one. We have one in storage. I bought many years ago at an auction, but the installation of it is like 10,000-15,000 bucks. So I'm hoping maybe for the next Kickstarter we'll do that, see how good this one goes, because my goal is to eventually do a couple a year, maybe 2 or 4. I don't, depends on how this all goes. Like I said, I have about 10 of these different products thought of. There's a changing table, there's a playpen, there's a rocking cradle. There's a lot more to this. This is just our starting point. And I really think the kit is something nice that people can do and paint it up. And I'm hoping a lot of people will end up sending us pictures back of what they do. Maybe we could do some kind of contest on it every month, or like I said, I'm open for all kinds of ideas. So it's going to come in a little baby box, just like that. It weighs a couple pounds, and it'll be instructions in there. Right now, we're just waiting to get the video made for the Kickstarter. And then we'll have a video on how you can assemble with tips to make it easier on you and stuff like that. So we got a lot more in the works. I'm thinking 30, 45 days we'll be releasing the Kickstarter. And I will definitely be advertising that a lot more on Facebook and on the YouTube to see, you know, to get interest going. Because I think this is something unique. It's all American made. It's something that I don't know anybody else that does this. I mean, if there is people out there, I'm not sure. I have been on eBay and Etsy and looked at some of the prices that people are asking for something like this. We're asking for the kit disassembled. I want to say it's around $55, and that's including the shipping. Assembled, we're thinking around probably $85, and that includes the shipping for us too. I've seen some of the crazy prices people are asking for this stuff, and I'm like, you know, we can do better, and it's going to be great quality, and we're going to 100% stand behind it. Now, one of the tiers that we're going to have, I'm not sure right off the head, it'll be more information on our Kickstarter, is one of the tiers we're going to have. I think it's the $30 tier. This is going to be just a cutting board eventually, with a nice piece of walnut, maybe some exotic wood, something stripped down the middle, give it a little accent, and then we'll put like a thank you from American Toy and Furniture on the board. So that's one of our levels for it. Like I said, I'm really hoping that this is really what's going to take off and be something that people are really interested in. I know that, like I said, there's a lot of people who've been working many years to get this to this point. So I'm super excited. Maybe, I'll be honest, I'm just a tad nervous. Because like I said, I mean, if 1,400 people don't think this is cool in the whole world, I guess I'll be rethinking this whole thing. So, and like I said, my beautiful wife, my wife's family, they have like come down here for millions of hours for free to get us this far. So as my friends, the Hermans, he's part owner, and the Rymans being the newest addition to our business, they have done all the internet and the website. Like I said, if you get time and you're like, hey, I got 5 spare minutes, go look at the website. It is gorgeous. I'm going to finish this video out there. I like I said, I hope everybody who's watching these is enjoying them a little bit, and it sparks some interest. Have any questions? I'm still looking for a name for our YouTube channel. I haven't really got any good ones. I mean, I got a couple like, you know, Wisconsin Woods or something like that, but I really want to find something kind of interesting. So if you had any ideas, you know, definitely put them in the comments, because they will be turned on now finally. And if you are a commenter and you're going to have bad comments, just don't. I don't know. I mean, life is too short. If you're not happy with how things are going, I don't know, go yell at your neighbor or whatever people do when they're mad. I don't know. I don't really do that kind of stuff, so I don't know. Other than that, thank you guys very much. Like I said, 30 to 45 days, this Kickstarter will be up and running. I'll be, like I said, bugging a lot of you people to pass it on and stuff like that. And I hope this is something that you're like, wow, that's kind of cool. You know, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of work and love that's been into this project. I'm so excited to get it this far. So thank everybody for watching. I know last time on Facebook, it was almost 9,000 people at least clicked on it, and I think 1,000 watched the whole thing, 1,100, which I'm like, wow, awesome. I really appreciate it, because like I said, it makes me feel that at least maybe there's 1,400 people out here who like my idea in the whole wide world, because like I said, I will be really sad if 1,400 people don't like this item. So thank you guys very much. Make sure you have a good day, and like I said, I will get on a normal schedule, and next week you're going to hear my beautiful voice again. Thank you, and have a good day.